Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Impossible Mowers. This is part 2 of the Krusty build with the Predator motor. Got my brother Buck right here.
Yep.
And in today's video, we're going to hear this Predator for the first time. We are very excited. There's a lot of work to do. I'm not going to go through it right now, but stay tuned and let's see what we can do with this motor to make it roar.
Let's get her going.
Alrighty guys, like we said in the beginning of today's video, we're going to be hearing the 670 roar for the very first time, continuing the build of Krusty here. Now what we're going to be doing in today's video is removing the hood, bolting the holes, and hopefully getting the Predator installed. And then from there, we're going to be hooking up fuel lines, just everything we need to do to hear it for the first time and break it in. What we've also done, apart from getting us some gas, is we have gotten some oil. Because you all know when you're breaking in, well, most of you know, but for those of you who don't, whenever you're breaking in a motor, there is a set time for you to use the oil that is recommended, and then you have to change the oil after breaking it in, which is what we have here. We have two sets of oils here. Both of them are Penn's 10W30, what the manufacturer recommends, and after we put the oil in and break it in, we are going to put in another fresh load of oil, and she should be ready to rip from there.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff coming up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can't wait to hear this thing. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to turn the camera off, and the next shot you'll be seeing is us disassembling the hood and taking it off. Alrighty guys, so here is the motor mount. Now you guys saw that when we put the Predator onto this motor mount, it worked, but it was a little too high. So what we're going to do is set it back to its original setting. When we had the Honda in here, it was way too low. So the belt leveling, the level of the belt was way off. So we had to raise the motor mount by just flipping it upside down. What we're going to be doing is flipping it back to its original state, thus lowering the Predator, giving us a really nice belt level. And from here, we're going to be just drilling the holes. Now to get these drilled really nicely and to do it without getting this Predator in and out 6 million times, my brother right now is currently cutting up the factory cardboard or piece of wood that this was bolted onto, because that has the perfect diameter and the perfect dimensions of the engine mounting holes. So we are going to be able to mount this, drill it, and install the motor without even touching it to get the proper diameters we need to drill the holes. So that will be a very, very nice thing. And then while we're in here, we're gonna do some more vacuuming, cleaning up, probably off camera. And then we're gonna be just tightening everything up, getting all this stuff out of here, and just kind of pressing the reset button while we still have the chance. Yeah, this will be pretty fun. So the next time you see this camera rolling, we're going to be drilling out these holes, and then, fingers crossed, getting that motor installed. Alrighty guys, here we go. About to drill the holes here. We have the wood piece that I was telling you about, and we can see here these two bolts line up perfectly, but these two are off by a pretty decent amount. So we're going to drill the holes using our drill and our thick steel drill bit. Sir, see if we can get her done. I'll be standing by with the oil here to cool down the bit. All right.
one.
Land ho. Here, let me get a little bit on that. Damn, I'm getting low.
Give me a pre-spray inspection.
Second hole, here we go. Okay, that was probably too much, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we have here. Boom, boom. Nice. So it looks like it's this one here, this one here. Nice. Okay. So the next time you guys see us turn this camera back on, hopefully we can get this all cleaned up off camera. It'll all be cleaned up. The bolt holes will be very much more visible to see. You can see that one there and then that one there. And we'll have the engine plate flipped upside down, of course, so that we can be able to fit the Predator.
Yeah.
What do we think? What do we think?
I'm thinking pretty good. We're looking good. We're doing all right. You know, this is some pretty thick stuff right here. It's like 1/8 inch thick, I think. With that bolted to the decently thick frame, should be able to handle the torque.
Well, very good. So, like I said before, next time we see this camera rolling, we're going to be doing all that stuff. So, I think we'll do another finger snap. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, guys. Got the bolt holes drilled and the plate flipped over. It's looking pretty snazzy, pretty nice. And now it's time to put in the Predator.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Away we go. Give her a shimmy.
Well, yeah, dude. Imagine like we cut out the hood and just had this hanking thing. Just that'd be something.
Yeah.
Well, there it is, guys. Let me get a better camera roll here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Come on,
I do see a problem. The engine plate is flipped too low, and this beautiful behemoth is wide. She's got a wide back end.
Interesting. So
the engine plate's gotta stay flipped up, which means I don't think we gotta cut into the hood. I think we gotta fiddle with the hood mounting. So
well, you know what we can do? You know what we can do? We just drill 2 holes right here, and we bolt the top of the hood on, and we can just adjust the angle and the height of the hood.
Yeah,
we might
not need to fiddle with this section of the hood, just where this section is.
Yeah, because you're only high like 1/4 of an inch, not even half an inch.
I think it's more half.
More half. Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, even if it is half, right? You're only in. It's such a little amount that I think if it's up by a little bit,
if the hood's got a small
here,
rake to it, I ain't gonna cry about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We can control the rake through the bolts here,
yeah.
And it'll actually help keep it secure.
Yeah.
Or do you think it was sitting high because you got this rubber grommet here?
No, that's not enough. It was,
are you sure?
It was definitely hitting this Paparuski.
Oh, I know, but okay.
Yeah.
So we don't want to cut the Predator.
Preferably we don't want to cut a brand new engine.
No, I think we should. I think we should cut it right here.
Okay.
Roll. So what I've done.
Yeah. Well.
It's too big of it's too big of a motor, but we're gonna make it. There's so much, but we're gonna make it fit.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get back to you once we get some sort of a solid idea on how to set this in here. So we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. So we just had a quick look at this motor, and we figured out that we should actually flip it back to its upper position. Here's why. You can see how it's a little too low, and the motor itself is so wide, so thick and wide, that it's actually catching on the frame and not going through the frame down the middle like a typical motor would. So what we're going to be doing is flipping that plate right here upside down, and instead of messing around with the plate and the motor, we're going to be messing around with the hood mount, and we're going to be doing some test fits to see how high we have to bring that hood mount up to make it fit. Hopefully we don't have to go high enough, and I don't think we will have to go high enough to where it looks ugly, but I think it'll just be enough to not only make the hood fit, but make the hood look good as well, because we do want this. The three main goals is to make it look good, make it protected. We don't want to open the oil cooler and anything here to possible vulnerabilities for mud, sticks, debris, right? And then of course the last step is to do it right. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be flipping that plate around and toying with the hood to see which way we can get it to fit to look good without touching the motor. So next time you see this camera rolling, the motor will be out, the engine plate will be flipped, and we will be toying with the hood position. So without further ado,
let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, now I know I said when we turn this back we will start getting the hood and engine dialed in, but what I forgot to tell you guys was two things. Number one, this is a few days later. We just got done doing the Cub Cadet video, and we just got some more time now to work on this.
Yeah.
But also, what we forgot to tell you was the plate is off. The bolt holes to the plate are off by a little bit. Not by a lot, but by a little bit. Now, what do I mean? I told you guys that we would have to just flip this plate back up into this kind of position, and we would be on our way. But what happened was, it was actually when we put everything back together, we bolted the engine in the way that we drilled the holes, the motor was actually way too far forward this way. So our solution is to drill the holes back a little bit, pushing the motor back. Now, this actually makes it a lot nicer, because not only do we have a straight path for the belt, and we don't have to mess around with cutting or finding ways for that belt to go through, but it actually gives us more room for the exhaust. So hopefully, we don't want to start speaking out loud, but hopefully by pushing the motor back this way, it'll just help out a lot better with the exhaust. Now, what we also found out was the hood kind of wants to fit. It definitely will fit, that's for sure, but it's just a matter of playing with it a little bit. But we did screw with it a little bit, not in a bad way, of course. We're just kind of playing with it off camera, and it's definitely going to work. It's just getting it right. I mean, like I said, when we did Chuck, it took a lot of trial and error, and it works, you know. So this will definitely work. I just want to give you guys a quick update here. Did I miss anything else?
No, that's just the main things there. We're gonna also work on dialing in the fuel system. I got fuel line from our local parts store. And,
nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that dialed in. Hopefully, once we get the engine bolts done. Yeah, once we get the engine bolts done, hopefully we'll move on to fuel line and just a battery, really, and we can break the engine in.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. So now, when you see this camera rolling, we are going to get these holes drilled properly, and yeah, so another finger snap. Alrighty guys, we got all of the bolts to the motor completely in and rock solid. That thing is not going anywhere. So what we're gonna do right now, and what we've actually already done a little bit, is we are putting the fuel system together. We are putting the muffler on just for now, just so we can get it to run and idle without us blowing our ears off.
Yeah, you need back pressure.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. And very shortly here, we are going to hook up a battery and start the break-in procedure, which is 15 minutes on idle, I believe.
Yeah, yep,
15 minutes on idle. So, and then after that, we'll drain the oil and slap fresh oil in it, and this thing's ready to rip. So this is looking good. And I can't wait to see what this thing sounds like. Oh my goodness. You know, you hear a lot of videos and you see a lot of videos of people running these things on YouTube, and it's like...
Sounds like a Harley.
It sounds like a Harley, but it's got to be something completely different to experience it in person. So this is going to be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. So, all right. With that all said and done, guys, what do we got here, Brooke? We're putting the exhaust in, yeah?
Yeah,
Get you on this side here. Put our exhaust bolt in. If I can reach down in there. Oh my goodness. There we go. Are these the new gaskets or the old ones?
Good enough to run. Those are the ones that's on there.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. So, right on. So I think what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna finish putting this exhaust on, and then when these cameras are turned back on, we're gonna hear this thing fire. So, another finger snap, please. Alrighty, guys, we got the battery in here. We're about to put the negative and positive onto this rig here. So, we got our ground right here, which is grounding to the battery tray, which is the frame, part of the frame here, or the dash, and that's going to be our ground for the battery. And then we have our positive terminal, which is going to be going to this part of the starter solenoid.
Yeah.
So that's going to be good. So what this does is it's going to allow the box to receive that voltage, and we can start it from there. But what I'm not really concerned about it. I was just about to say this wiring here might be a hassle in the future, but you know, that's why we invented zip ties. We got zip ties. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where we're at right now. I forgot how these charge the battery. They charge the battery, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm asking that. I've never, you know, fiddled with this kind of stuff. The only reason I know a little bit about the box is because it's similar to the Honda's box, starter box there, and it's also similar to the Suburban's Duramax motor. So, yeah, it's coming along though, eh?
Sure.
Exhaust is in, bolted down, fuel line's plumbed. We're ready to rock and roll.
That's just the for now exhaust, though.
What are these for?
Those are breathers.
Breathers?
Yeah.
Huh. For what, the air filter or something?
Air filter and probably a valve or a head breather or something.
Huh.
Like that. I'm not sure specifically what they connect to, but that's what they are. I believe.
Very odd. Cool.
Yes. Very. This is just for now, just to hear it run.
Yeah, no, just to hear it run. And to get it broken in, which would be nice.
Let's hear her bark.
Predator 670, let's go.
That's good enough, I guess. Cool.
Positive in, right on. So, I guess we'll continue this off camera, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, see what happens here. See what happens. I'll probably turn the camera on and off if we find something, or you know, maybe while we're connecting it here.
We'll let you know when something interesting happens.
Yeah, that's for sure. What do we got here? Oh, you're taking that off. Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't want a 1/2-inch wrench for that. Ask me how I know.
There we go. Positive in. I'll guide you in. I'll guide you in. Bam. I love how we told the viewers that we were just going to end the camera, and here we are putting in the positive. Only on Impossible Motors. We don't want this to be super, super tight, but we do want it to be snug.
Yeah, you can break the studs off those, so be careful. We've done it a whole lot.
Perfect. Positive is installed. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now when we turn the cameras back on, we should be ready to start this rig right up, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, we got the motor in. Everything's pretty much done. We have the Noco trickle charge in the battery. We're ready to rock and roll here. Just gotta make sure we get this timer on, right? Timer's ready. Fuel's in. Let's see what this baby sounds like. A little bit prime.
Yeah. Well, drain the Noco.
Hold on. No way. Alright, just hit it.
Nothing.
Interesting. Noco's not dead, but it's been doing this weird thing. Just try to don't wait on it. Just hit it right when I say so. Hang on. Hit it. Interesting.
It's fuel. We don't
Is
have any
there-
fuel up
You
in
don't have
here.
any fuel? Did I not put enough?
No, you definitely did. It's high. It's upward, so it's gonna take some suction in order for it to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me. Are we sure I put enough in there?
Yeah.
Let me.
Because the nipple's on the bottom. The fuel tank.
The bottom, the very bottom.
Very
Oh,
good.
so I should have. Yeah, just double check. Wherever there's a light. Ah, here we go. So we got here. Yeah, there's definitely fuel in there. Can't see it too well on the GoPro, but there's fuel. Huh. A lot of sucking up to do, eh?
Yeah, it's uphill, so.
Yikes. Well, I mean, I guess there's not much you can do, right? You just kind of have to keep on going,
Yeah.
keep on pumping. Are we sure the fuel pump's even doing its thing?
Well.
Because I
Yeah.
noticed those vacuum lines look a little too suspicious, unless you can see from your end that the fuel pump's already.
No, the fuel pump's way under here.
I was reading it was right here.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
No.
Interesting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to cut the cameras off here and try to figure this stuff out. But stay tuned. Alrighty, guys. So it turns out the fuel pump is connected. Those are the breathers. I just wanted to double check and clarify with that. It's just a matter of sucking it a bunch, you know, just keep
Yeah, it's
cranking the
gotta go
motor and
uphill,
getting
so-
all that fuel to go from the tank up into the motor. So I guess we will keep cranking here. I'll have the timer on hand here so that when it starts we can time it to 15 minutes on idle perfectly. So give her.
Yeah.
for the packle dial.
Sound like she wanted to fire off for a second.
Kind of did. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in there.
Interesting. Interesting. I don't have a mower I can even bring in here and jumpstart. Yeah. Damn.
Shot. Yeah.
Okay.
Needs a little more oomph.
More oomph, for sure. The Noco, it's just not for longevity.
It's just another lovely day outside.
Yeah. Lovely day, blue sky. Plenty of blue sky. Alrighty, well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with you once again after we figure this battery problem. Not really a problem, just an annoyance. Maybe either recharge the Noco or figure out a way to get a fresh battery in here or something. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we got our third jump pack here, pretty decently charged.
Yeah.
See what happens.
I'm gonna give her some time.
Alright, camera's rolling. Oh. Well, let's see what happens.
A little bit, right?
Got the fuel set?
Yeah.
Alright, let's rock and roll. Dude, it should be pushing fuel out by now. There's nothing.
Yes.
Do you want me just to fill it up a little more just to be...
I won't say no to more gas. I mean, why not?
Yeah, we'll put more gas in it. Just so it's out of my conscience at least. You do have a pretty good sized tank, so...
More gas for me.
Alright. See if we can do this one-handed with the GoPro. Nope. Alright, we'll be right back with you. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we now have fuel coming up to the filter after pumping it for 6 years. Let's see if it will now fire up. Just close. That was close. That's quiet. Wow. I was expecting that to be louder. That sounds nasty. gentlemen, let's see, we got about 13 minutes, 14 minutes left. We will see you then. Stay tuned. Wow. Dude, what do you think?
It's awesome.
It is. Holy cow. Because there's might be kids watching this. Wow, that is...
My sounds like a beast.
It's something. I'll tell you. It's really cool to hear this in person. But let me tell you something, guys. This is going to be a ripper. I mean, off the bat. I'm super excited to get to hear this thing. Finally. Oh my goodness. Wow. After 4 jump packs and a decent amount of gas, we got to hear this Predator fire up for the first time. And even after that 15-minute break-in, I gave her a little bit of gas. You know, we gave her a little bit of gas, and it sounds really good. Now, it sounds hesitating. Like, it's almost like it's hesitating for some cool noises with this muffler. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, because if you haven't remembered already, we have this beautiful... Show them the exhaust we got, bub. Show them the exhaust we got. We're not just fooling around here and getting some stock exhaust. We're getting a beautiful exhaust. And I do believe, if I'm wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong, you can actually change the tone of this exhaust by opening it up and removing certain pieces.
You can actually...
Explain to me what that is there.
So right down there, you can see the screw head for it.
Okay.
And that goes through here. You can remove this baffle and make it louder.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah.
What's that, like a dirt bike exhaust or 18?
Yeah. You know, it's kind of close. This is like I want to say a 1.5 inch diameter exhaust, and this is up to a 2. And that's not too far off. Some fittings are going to need to be made and stuff like that, but we can get those from our local store. Yeah.
So, what we're hoping with this exhaust is it's going to be quiet enough to not blow our eardrums out, but it's going to be loud enough to give it a bit of a roar.
Hopefully she'll have a bit of a bark.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Because in here there's a whole bunch of EPA standard stuff.
Yep.
You know, and in here there ain't nearly as much.
Exactly. Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm so glad we actually got to hear this thing fire. I was getting concerned there for a bit. We'd have to make another video or I'll hold this video up, but last second, boom, she gave it to us. Well, that is pretty much it for today's video, guys. Stay tuned for this build series. There is still plenty more to come, so do not worry. And don't forget, even when we finish this, there's still going to be nice videos and more videos to come, because, I mean, we're not just going to put this motor in and let it sit. We're going to be using this rig. It's going to be out there getting the job done on the trails and really representing for the channel here. So,
I mean, come on, we got to beat twins. So
exactly.
We got to put her through her paces. And
just because she's new.
This entire motor's earned her place on the mantle. This engine, we got to... That was the recommended braking procedure, but we have to break it in the right way.
That's right, the Impossible Mowers way. I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the 2 mowers, this one and that one are the best. They are the kings. They are just rivaling up, and oh, it's making me super excited. So stay tuned for more videos, guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Anything else?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Well, guys, please click the links below. Check out some more Instagram and Patreon stuff in case you just want to see more content. And if you want to see more of this kind of action before it even gets released on YouTube. So without further ado, I hope you all stay safe, and I'll catch you guys next time. This is Impossible Mowers out.
Ciao.